Welcome. Spread your Smith Life in Library today. We are reading Fluffy Paradise by Himiwawari. It's me! Yeah! Hello! Welcome everyone. Welcome Normal Size Phantom, Boy Dweller, Luke, and Lucas. And anyone who might be looking for anyone who's watching the VOD from the future! Welcome. Why are we reading Fluffy Paradise today? Because there is another book I have lined up recently. It's just that they're currently improving the art in their book. Yeah, it's me! How a surprise! It could have been anybody! But it's me. I hope you're not disappointed. Since they want to make their book as pretty as they can, which is understandable. So they need a little bit more time before I can go on to the next book that I had planned. And then I was like, crap, I don't have enough time to think of another book. I can do light novel previews for free. So then I thought, Fluffy Paradise actually had an anime out very recently. Are you auto-tuning now? No! What? I'm not auto-tuning at all. Where'd that come from? Where's my mic things? Is that better? Is that better? I was trying to sound more professional. There's an anime. There is an anime of this. This is a light novel, and there is currently an anime. Either it's airing or it was last season of Fluffy Paradise. So I thought, it's relevant. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I was trying to sound nice and professional. I guess it didn't sound right. Fair enough. It's recent, relevant, and it will have cute pictures of cute animals. Let's go. So I also have to mention that what I was using to sort of show you guys the book before was literally like the online Kindle reader. But for some reason, that wouldn't open the book today. It's really annoying. And if Bryony is fluffy, I am. This sweater is very fluffy and wonderful and warm. But I had to download the actual Kindle Reader app for my PC in order to get this to work today, which is rather annoying. Also, the publisher is Cross Infinite World, and you should check them out. They've published many a wonderful thing. Hello, Hogan! Hello, Jabba Hop! Hello, Brian chat. How's it going? It's going great. We're gonna see some pictures of some cute animals. Can I zoom in? Yes. I want to zoom in. Yes. Can I? How do I navigate on this? This is the problem. I need to learn how to navigate. Ah! No, that's not what I wanted. Escape! Escape! There we go. Oh, lordy. Like I said, new software. It made me download new software to read this. So, slightly more scuff than usual. No. Fluff, scuff, indeed. How about I just make it bigger on the screen for now, so we can see the picture better. I do want to know how to zoom in properly. That's a search button. I don't want that. Gotta be something. So that there we go. We found it. Okay. So we got our main protagonist. Oh, I can make it smaller again. Look, it's your baby. Oh, no. What was that? What did I... Oh, I moved you guys. That's what I was moving. There we go. We can see it now. A girl who was reborn in another world. She possesses the special ability of being adored by all creatures other than humans. It's a baby! Indeed! It's a baby! Is that what they were missing the big picture? Brownie, slightly more scuffed than usual. Also, Brownie. What do you mean, sound manly? Isn't that a sexy thing? To sound manly. So, we've got her mother. She's head of the Royal Magical Research Centre's Magical Engineering Department. And her father He's the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Gotcha. And he has an older brother and an older sister who are not important. Next page. He's a tiny girl on a tiger. The Crown Prince. Not expecting the deep voice, I see. The only important characters say are the fluffy animals. True. For some people, Brenny, me included. So if you ever stream sick, you can do a voice test to see if sick Brenny is manly. And there's a Durgan! Durgan! Hello, Durgan. Sol, the fire dragon. Who gives Nima a dragon orb? What do I do with this thing? In that case, I will entrust you with this. I see. And then, oh, we got an owl. Oh, he's a rain hawk. He's not an owl. He's a rain hawk. Durgan. And we got a little... Oh my god, that's a cute spider. Look at him. I'm sorry. Gratia, you're probably a lady then. I do apologize. Good. Is that one of the cutest spiders you've ever seen? Wonderful. Let's get into it after a small drink. Call it bite. So this, I do want to highlight this font because I have switched to the software version of Kindle on my PC. I can change the fonts a bit more, and this one's called Open Dyslexic, so it should theoretically help people with dyslexia read through. So hopefully, if you do have that, you find this a bit easier to follow along if you would like. If you don't, you can just listen. That's fine by me. Prologue. Open Dyslexic, that's what it's called. I believe that's Midoriya. To cut straight to the conclusion, my name is Midori Akitsu. I died at age 27. It was a sudden death, but I guess it was from overworking. I knew I was probably working too much and feeling pretty ragged, but still. I was about to say maybe you were meant to have chat in a circle to read us a story with pictures going on. I suppose it was my fault for being so busy that I never made time to go to the doctor. I wonder what criteria they used to determine overwork as a cause of death. I'm not suffering from delusional love for my company or anything, but I feel a little bad about what death by overwork will do to the company's image. Even if I was a temp employee, especially when the parent company just went public and started selling stocks. My god, you just died from overwork and that's what you're worried about? Overwork must have been American. No, must have been Japanese. Died from overworking, no truckun, no truckun. Honestly, truckun is kind of old-fashioned at this point, isn't he? All the fashion is either being a NEET and dying because no one sees you, or being overworked and dying then. Who needs truckun anymore when we can just kill ourselves? First 5 seconds, and this is already relatable. Void come in, we're understaffed. Mood. I worked for a smaller offshoot company. Not the parent company, but I hope they don't go bankrupt over this. Oh man, I can imagine those assholes from the parent company chewing my supervisors out when they find out. Honestly, I couldn't care less about the parent company. They don't even check on those of us on the front line, so forget about them. Ugh, yeesh, what a mess. Bridie's Minecraft. They don't die from overwork. They die from being thrown into the mines! Soon we'll have to worry about Tesla. We will, actually. I was lost in my thoughts when suddenly God spoke to me. Oh my god, it's God! I didn't have much to lose, so I accepted it as a conveniently timed divine intervention and listened to what he had to say. God claimed that if I accepted his conditions, he would take care of me. Those conditions included reincarnation. He nonchalantly told me I'd be thrown into a different world called, oh my god, fantasy names, as Dylan, to determine the ultimate destruction or salvation of mankind. And that seemed a little extreme, but I tentatively asked for more details. To sum it up, the humans in Asdylan justified mistreating the elves, beast people, demons, and other species by claiming, as God's chosen species, it's our duty to rule the world. No matter the world, humans aren't all that different, huh? Human history has always been full of things like that, after all. So I asked God why he couldn't decide for himself whether or not to eradicate humans, but he responded that he created all species and loves them equally. So he couldn't. What a cop-out. God damn it, God. Pick a favourite. Lovely. Wait a minute, reincarnated? That means I'm really dead. End of the line, right? God said it was my fate to die at age 27, and even he can't change that. But if I agreed to be reincarnated, and decide for him whether or not to destroy humanity, he'll let me choose the manner of my death. Oh, so she's gonna die at age 27 regardless. That's just like what she does. What sort of religion is this? No religion, just God. Choose the manner of my death? That doesn't sound terribly appealing. So I should accept his conditions or give up and go with this sudden, probably overwork-induced death? Our parent company is affiliated with the government, or rather employs several influential former government officials, so they could probably sweep the scandal under the rug. As I was about to refuse, God suddenly added that he would give me a special ability of my choice. Special ability, you say? A special ability? Like a superpower? Reincarnation might not be so bad. If I start with a cheat skill in my back pocket. He asked what ability I'd like, and... Unlimited cuddles! Oh my god, that's the best. I want to play with tons of adorable animals. Emotional support animals galore! Yes! Slay. Yes, girl. You tell God. I destroy humanity out of spite. I'd be a terrible auditor. Nothing hates humans quite like humans, correct. Imagine dying and God is like, hey, I got some work for you. It's the only power I accept. Yes! Based correct. I can relate to this MC already. Yes! That's what I thought. That's why I thought this would be a great book for this stream. Sorry, is this book for people with ADHD, anxiety, and autism? I don't know if that was the intention, but it definitely feels that way, doesn't it? I really want to watch the anime as well. I remember a cringe VTuber saying they wanted flight as a superpower. I do. But then this was also presented an option, and I would swap. But then the only thing with this is like, I don't think it would be that great in our modern world, because she's gonna get to meet dragons and tigers and stuff, I ain't gonna get the chance to meet that many animals. I could go to the zoo, but they're not gonna let me pet them even if they like me. I suppose I could always try, like, change careers. I could quit trying to be a VTuber and go try be, like, a veterinarian or a zookeeper or something. Then that'd be great. Especially if I could get in with the spotted dogs. Because apparently they're really nasty creatures. But, if they suddenly liked me, then I'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'll have to be the keeper of the spotted doggos. And then it'd be great. How would you like to destroy humanity, Void? Finally, there is one ability I've been obsessing over. Speed, manipulation, brainy. How do you even start? It starts decelerating 12. Met a slug yesterday, wasn't I? Or just like a wild ride over to Africa and tame. Oh my god, you could! That's a good point. The AAA game of ADHD, autism, and anxiety. Quit being a VTuber and leave us all behind. Well, I suppose I could make like VODs. I could be like an animal VOD VTuber. Fly over to Africa and just be like, I try use this, if I could figure out how to use this avatar on like a phone or something while I'm going, and be like, hey, today I made friends with this elephant. I like elephants. Elephants apparently look like us too. Apparently they think we're cute, and that's adorable. I'm not gonna quit being a VTuber, but I'd consider it to study for animals if I had the ability for all animals to love me. Graduating up the street to fly to Africa. Bye! No, this is not my graduation stream. God seemed taken aback by my unusual enthusiasm. For a huge animal lover like me, petting and snuggling with fluffy animals is the best stress relief imaginable. I used to latch onto my parents' cat, hugging and stroking her, even though she always quickly decided I was the enemy and clawed me into a bloody mess. Oh, that's very familiar too. Whenever I go around to my parents and I see my cat, I'm like, Tickle! I love her. I love her so much. Such an old lady. But I love her. I mean, considering the size difference, I can understand why they find us cute. That's true! I didn't think about that. They're probably like, oh, look at this small little fleshy thing. Pat it on the head with my trunk. Ah! Oh, crap. This means I just accepted the offer, doesn't it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Time out. That didn't count. I cried. I'll make it so all creatures other than humans automatically love you. He offered. You can decide which ones you want to interact with. Whoa. That means I can experience unlimited snuggles with animals I never could have dreamed of getting close to in this world. Like large felines and birds of prey. Wait, I need to stop letting myself get distracted. And you too, God! You even listening to what I'm saying? Don't worry, everything will be fine. I've chosen a wonderful family for you. He's skilled in not letting resistance faze him. Why did my fate end up in the hands of someone like this? Is this because of my deeds in life? If so, I hate my past self. In any case, I'm going to slap that goofy smile off his face, and then I'll depart for this new world. Slap God in the face and run! I love that. 10 out of 10. Ability. All animals love me. Couldn't go wrong. Briny on a yacht. And then the biggest squid in my... No, Void. Not like that. Don't ruin this, Void. This is wholesome. Wholesome and family entertainment. We don't go there. We're not going there today. Elephants having cuteness aggression towards this is terrifying. Very true. Yeah, that's probably the only reason they've ever attacked humans. Because other than, like, to protect their young, I think is the end of the time. Because they'd be like, oh my god, it's so cute! And then ran towards someone and someone's freaked out because like, oh my god, it's an elephant! Wholesome family entertainment. Yes, that's what today is. This is fluffy paradise. It's fluffing good. It's a fluffing good time. Slap God in the face and run. My favorite Steve Miller Band song. While this sounds cute and all, every animal automatically loving someone is mind control. This is twisting the minds of animals forcefully without free will to love someone. You're not wrong. But then you get to pet fluffy animals. Counterpoint. Fluffy animals. On the other hand, you get to pet exactly, Hogan. Exactly. As long as you're not gonna like manipulate them horribly. Like, yes, technically it's mind control for them to like you. But as long as you're not gonna horrifically take advantage of that, then I guess it's not that much harm to it. Not that much harm. It's fine. It's just a little bit of mind manipulation. As a treat. Chapter 1. I wasn't prepared for this! The kingdom of Gauche was in Lashiria, the largest of the 3 continents in Astilion. There, Duke Ofe and his family, who had blood ties to the royal family, celebrated the birth of their 3rd child, a baby girl. She was named Nefertima, and she was 10 days old. Abusive relationships with animals. I'd pet a gate. I'd pet anything. I mean, I did have a we technically still have the snake. We have a pet corn snake in the family, and that's lovely and smooth. He's actually very nice to touch and hold. Very smooth, nice. How bad can it be to have a dragon as your pastoral? Yeah. Stuco face. Huh? I'm a freaking baby! Whoever heard of a baby with this level of self-awareness? This is a sick joke. As if I could be satisfied with this. Oh, this is all his fault! That's what you get for slapping God in the face and running, I guess. I don't think that's what she actually did. But that's what she did in my head. When I woke, I was surprised by the fact that I couldn't move. And by the astonishingly beautiful woman before me. The beauty queen was my mother. And my father was a mega hottie too. That's just kind of weird, bro. Yes, that was the prologue, Luke. Shortly after I learned, I also had an older brother and older sister. And of course, they were just as attractive as our parents. Come to think of it, how were my parents and siblings, my past lives, parents and siblings, I mean, doing? I left home and moved to Tokyo in my 20s, but no one would have guessed I'd end up dying there alone. I was the healthiest of all my siblings, so it must have shocked everyone that I was the first to die. After all, in all my 27 years of life, I never had a single major illness or injury. Heck, I never even got the flu. Lucky bastard. I'm sorry for being such a bad daughter. It looks like it'll be a while before we can meet again. So please wait for me. Is every god aqua? I mean, this one's horrifically indecisive, at least. Anyway, in the last 10 days, all I'd managed to gather was that I was a baby. My name was Nefertima, and my father was a duke. What a crappy situation to end up in. How am I supposed to cuddle fluffy animals if I'm stuck as a damn baby? I was in the middle of feeling sorry for myself when I learned my family had a pet dog. The fierce-looking, wolf-like white dog was as big as a Great Dane, and she always stayed close to me, like my own personal bodyguard or something. The dog's name was Dee. Whenever I cried, she would brush my face with her furry tail. All I have to do is eat, sleep, and let my parents take care of my every need. Life as a baby isn't that bad. In fact, I always secretly dreamt of being an unemployed bum living with my parents' basement. What a dream. When you put it that way, babies have a pretty sweet deal. Before long, I could hold up my head by myself, and my mother took me for a walk in the garden. But I got buried alive in a mountain of feathers. I'm not even exaggerating. So many different kinds of birds swarmed around me that I almost couldn't breathe. It was rough. My mother was shocked, to say the least. it would have been a shame to die of suffocation when I'd just been reborn. So I sent a request to the birds, silently thinking that's enough. Somehow they got the message. Thank you, God, for this totally awesome ability. If nothing else, I'm grateful for these powers. Though, honestly, I would have preferred to be reborn as a peasant, not a duke's daughter. If I was a peasant, I wouldn't have to waste time socializing with other people. Gah! Other people! I could sneak off into the forest to play with animals whenever I wanted. That would be the life. Hear me out. Baby size mean you can ride the dog like horses. Yes, it would be like Anya and Bond. Counterpoint, get a bigger dog and ride it as a horse. Correct! We reincarnated as a Disney princess. Correct. Correct. Time passed while I did nothing but lay around all day and be cared for by my doting mama and papa. I entertained my kind older brother and sister. I learned how to crawl. Once that happened, Dee became even more overprotective. Whenever I wandered too far, Dee would pick me up by the scruff like a baby animal and bring me back. This animal cuddling power that God gave me is incredibly soul healing. I was living my best baby life and enjoying every minute, but in no time I had grown up quite a bit. It sure do grow up fast. Just wait for it. Wait for the singing. I figured I should be able to stand up by now, but when I tried, I immediately fell over and smacked the back of my head. It hurt so much I wailed. It sounded more like a screeching dinosaur than a human child, really. It's amazing how such noise can come out of such a tiny body. Children are mysterious, beyond comprehension. Bryony Ghosting said, ah, 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 la 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 la. No birds out my window. I am not a Disney princess. But it is nighttime, so I suppose there wouldn't really be any birds outside. Dee, who judged this situation to be particularly dire, found some health. Tears obscured my vision, but from the feeling of the arms that scooped me up in a hug, I knew it was my older brother. Wouldn't you usually get the child's mother in this situation? Nima, are you hurt anywhere? My brother asked, gently checking me for injuries. Because I had lost nearly all sense of dignity since becoming a baby, his hands on my body didn't bother me. Once my brother discovered the lump on the back of my head, he gently stroked the area for several moments. To my surprise, the pain slowly dissipated. Once the pain was no longer a bother, fatigue came over me. I'll keep holding you. It's okay to sleep. Next time you do something reckless, make sure someone is with you to do it, okay? Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Doesn't Bryony fit the criteria for a Disney princess? It's trapped in a library and guarded by a library guard thing with seemingly no limits. I don't think that really counts as a Disney princess. I don't know if a Disney princess has been in that situation. Owls raid your room. Well, if it's nighttime, you can always get a chorus of owls. You need Screamo princess. Yes. Now she needs a man that everyone assumes is going to fix everything after she gets rescued. Have a man. It's fine. Until I get the hang of standing by myself. Wouldn't you usually get the child's mother? No, wait, that it didn't change page. Nah. I'll only practice when someone is around to support me. British Disney princess. They were trapped in a castle guarded by a dragon. Close enough. A dragon is a lot weaker than the library guard. I don't think a dragon can warp their realm's reality. The time has come. I'm going to do it for sure this time. Only Why is it so damn hard to balance a baby's body? My legs are as wobbly as a newborn form, but I won't give up. Once I walk, I might be able to ride on Dee's back. She's on it. She knows the plan. Determined, I planted my legs in a wide stance. Nearby, my mother and Dee held their breath in anticipation. As they watched, I gathered my courage and surged to my feet, then lost my balance and pitched forward. I'm going to smash my face in this time! I pictured myself kissing the carpet. Thankfully, my savior rescued me right before I face-planted the floor, so I ended up kissing a mouthful of Dee's fur. Ah, so fluffy. His fur smells like sunshine. I feel so at peace. Put a saddle on Dee. She has the game plan figured, just gotta execute it. She's just gotta get a little bit more on her legs. I mean, Black Cauldron did have a Welsh princess. That's a good point, but Black Cauldron was also terrifying. Oh no, you're cool, Luke. I nearly missed that, but you're cool. God damn it. Da. I can't pronounce Dee's name properly. Oh well, I guess can't be helped. I am a baby after all. Beamer, you sure do love Dee, huh? Mama's gonna get jealous. Mother looked sad, so I obligingly called out, Mama! And cuddled her. Even though my mother was an aristocrat, she didn't just handle her children over to a nanny or wet nurse. She cared for her as much as possible. She went to the royal palace sometimes for work, though. Apparently, she was a super talented wizard or magic user or something. When Mother wasn't around, my father took care of me. Honestly, it was more like I looked after him. Father was incredibly accident-prone. Oh no, Daddy! That's right, of course, there's magic. What kind of fantasy world would this be without magic, right? My pain went away when my brother struck my head because of healing magic. However, I didn't appear to have much magic. Or maybe I couldn't use magic at all. Oh well. Even if I had some strange power, I'd probably end up getting wrapped up in some kind of trouble. So maybe it's better I don't. You already have a power! It's called animals. Nah, healing the wrong way to use healing magic. We don't talk about healing magic. I played with Dee and the birds in the garden, was showered with love by my family and the servants, and all the while continued to grow. Before I knew it, an entire year had passed since I arrived in this world. Time sure flies. It was my birthday and my family held a small celebration with the 5 of us. It was spring, but the weather was sunny and warm, so they set up a table in the vast garden and had a mini party. It was my little... I still couldn't chew very well, so I only got soft foods, but everything was delicious. Nima say, ah! My brother fed me minestrone soup with finely chopped vegetables and ground meat. Ah! Yum! My brother was a handsome boy who'd inherited our mother's honey blonde hair and azure blue eyes. His name was Ralph Reed, but he usually went by Ralph. He was 10 years older than me, but handsome and talented in academics and swordsmanship, a promising heir to our father's title. You spilled, little Nima, my sister said as she wiped my face. Her name was Carnadia? Nickname Kana. She was 7 years older than me, and would be 8 on her next birthday. She had our father's red hair and eyes the colour of jade. Her facial features also resembled our father's, so she was sure to be a knockout beauty when she grew up. Minestrone? And they just ate cake themselves. I mean, that's a 1-year-old's birthday for you. Normally a 1-year-old's birthday is you invite all your adult friends round and you have a drink because a 1-year-old doesn't know anyone and has no friends. Excuse for adult piss up. In case you were wondering, I had copper hair and black eyes. Apparently, black hair and eyes were rare in this world. The people here seem to have features more similar to the Caucasian race in my world. When I say my eyes were black, I didn't mean dark brown like most Japanese people's eyes. They were really as dark as the night sky. It freaked me out the first time I saw them in a mirror. My facial features were average, vaguely Northern European looking, I guess. I was disappointed with my nose, though. It was flatter than I would have liked. I hoped it would become a bit more regal and pronounced as I got older. Bro, that's such a thing. Just like hating on one particular aspect of your face, I get that. Are you a 1-year-old? What do you mean? What do you mean to tell me? You have an entire year of existence and no social circle? For shame. The video falls, Bryony. Did you say something about having no friends? I said 1-year-olds have no friends. Reincarnated as a white girl. Reincarnated as a white girl. I don't know why that's tickled me so much. It is one of the few that's like bothered to mention race. A lot of anime and stuff don't, especially since a lot of the fantasy ones do get words. Especially since a lot of the fantasy ones do get set in like a more European setting. This is probably the first one I've read that's actually mentioned the race of the people in said setting. I compared myself to my parents and concluded I look nothing like either of them. If I were gorgeous, in addition to being a member of nobility, it would lead to nothing but trouble, so I'm actually relieved. I don't need to be super elite like the rest of the family. No thanks. Thanks, Kawa! Although I knew all the words, I couldn't get my tongue to pronounce any of them properly. When do kids normally start speaking anyway? You're such a good girl, Nima. My father said, grinning broadly. He was a disgustingly doting parent. Disgustingly! Hello, Boris. Welcome. Reincarnated, my girl. Words hard. Words hard. Luke, you gonna lurk? Have a chill lurk. No, you're cool. No, you're cool. Go lurk and be cool, okay? I will have a fun stream. Don't you worry. I'm already having a fun stream. This book is as wonderful as I thought it would be. And just chill. Just great. That's what I wanted today. I just wanted some chill. Chill beans today. Papa, you're a total hottie, so act cool. Don't make such sappy looking faces. Don't tell men to not feel. That's mean. Don't do that. He's allowed to be sappy. Let the hot men be sappy! After eating, we played in the garden. My brother taught me the names of the different flowers in the beds and showed me how to make a flower crown. My sister demonstrated some simple magic for me. I thought this was a little backwards compared to the standard gender norms, but my sister was a total tomboy, so I guess I shouldn't have been surprised. Using magic, Kana created a small bird about the size of a pigeon, made out of flames. The bird leapt out of her hands and flew into the air. Then, with a sudden pop, it dissolved into tiny grains of fire, almost like fireworks, and faded away. My brother explained that this was a type of magic used for practice, where the magic user would create a shape of their choice out of magic, and as it moved out of their range of control, it would lose its power. He said this magic was used only to learn how to cast and release a spell. I guess that's why you call what you... I'm not confident in my face. I'm happy with my face, Bernie. But the top of my head, though, I think everyone thinks it's... Everyone has something silly like that. For me, I think it's my chin. I don't like my chin. I don't like my chin because I have too much overbite. Which makes my chin look too sunk. Yay, insecurities! I guess that's what you call one trick wonder, huh? Let the heart man be sappy. Isn't that the plot of Barbie? It kind of is, yeah. 100%. Hi, Mexican Paimon. Welcome. The only Barbie I know are the nasty disfigured doll. You should watch the movie Void. It's great. It's really fun. I had a lot of fun with it. After that, it was time to explore the garden. I was by myself, but not really alone. Dee followed beside me, which was reassuring. There were a surprising number of animals in our garden. I wasn't sure what all the different species were called, but there were birds, creatures resembling squirrels, and even fish living in the pond. I wanted to look at the fish, but Dee wouldn't let me get anywhere near the pond, so I had to make do. I'm not going to fall in. I'm not that much of an idiot, I thought while heading towards the base of a tree. Thunk! My foot got caught on a root and I fell over. Damn, that really hurt. Wah! I can probably fix my insecurity if I buy the right product. You hate reading Mexican Paimon? That's fine. Then you can just listen. No worries. Hilarious, the dog is named D, since I'm reading Dracula right now. Oh no, the dog might secretly be a vampire. My foot got caught on the root of the tree and fell over. Oh yeah, and I couldn't help but instinctively burst into tears. I'm still a toddler. It's not my fault! Dee came over and licked my face. Hey, that tickles. My brother heard me crying and came to find me. He scooped me up in his arm to check for injuries and used his healing magic on me. There you go. Doesn't hurt anymore, right? You're gonna be okay. You're so kind, Ralph. I love you. I gave my brother a grateful hug. Papa, I see that you looking jealous. I see you back there looking jealous. Knock it off. You're ruling your cool guy image. No! Let the cool guys be sappy. Let the cool guys be sappy. Let the cool guys be sappy. Let your father be sappy. Although I kind of love to see the anime version of that. I wonder if they add that in and then they have like her image of what her dad should be and then like his actual like I love my daughter so much image. Kind of thing makes me think of Ishin from Bleach. How he could be really cool in the right situations, but most of the time he's like, I love my wife! Zoltan, Hound of Dracula is a real movie. That's... It is? Chapter 2. I visited the Royal Palace. My mother had to go to the Royal Palace for work, but my father was also working that day. And my brother and sister were at school. I tried to plead my case, insisting I'd be fine at home by myself, but for some reason that suggestion was rejected. Let the cool guy be sappy. He can be cool when there's a great moment. Exactly! If anything, it makes when they are badass, it makes it hit more. It makes it hit harder. Looks like she hasn't gotten over that tiny incident a few days ago, where I snuck off when Dee wasn't watching to look at the pond and accidentally fell in. Since then, she's been treating me like there's no telling what I'll do if she leaves me alone for even a minute. So I would visit the Royal Palace with my mother. Dee would have to stay home. Apparently pets weren't allowed inside the palace. I suppose I should have expected that. Nima, will you be a good girl while Mama's working? Uh-huh. I'll be on my best behaviour. I won't interfere with your work at all, Mama. We travelled by horse-drawn carriage to an enormous, sparkling palace. The king and his family live here? And the central government is here as well, so I guess it has to be impressive to serve as a symbol of the country. So when the guy with the half-donut hairstyle does a badass thing, does that not hit at all? The donut hair... Is this a reference I'm not understanding? Hello, Red Candy Guy! Welcome. Have a nice look. While my mother was working, I was left to entertain myself in a room in the Royal Magic Users Tower, in one corner of the palace. My mother had tried to assign a babysitter to watch me, but I refused. I could still tolerate spending a long time with people other than the members of my family. I still couldn't tolerate it, obviously. I'm not especially shy, but social interaction was exhausting. Fucking mood. I whined so much, which was very out of character for me, that my mother conceded and casted a protection spell on me instead. I wasn't sure how effective it would be, but it seemed to be a simple spell. I didn't feel any different after she cast it. Once she cast the spell, my mother lingered as if reluctant to pry herself away, telling me many times, "Be a good girl, okay?" before finally leaving. Biggest mood. biggest mood. Half donut hairstyle is the bald top of the head, but the sides of the hair are hair. I mean, it depends on the art style. A badass thing is a badass thing done by anyone. I'm just saying that if someone's a bit sappy and silly, it normally comes across as more badass when they do the badass thing, rather than someone who is like acting badass the whole time, kind of thing. Like, oh, I hate to use this as an example, but Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. Let's use that as an example. I hate that guy. He's so annoying because he's goofy. His goofiness is just kind of down to sexual harassment, and I hate that so much. But when he does a badass thing. When he does a badass thing, it hits so goddamn hard, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I want to hate it, but he's so cool sometimes. Ugh. Repeatedly saying, "Be a good girl and keep yourself safe," makes me want to do dangerous shit. True. I thought. I was about to see some awesome magic. What a letdown. I was bored out of my mind, so I opened the window and called to some birds in the garden. "I can't get enough of these fluffy feathers!" The birds closed their eyes, apparently enjoying being petted as much as I enjoyed petting them. It's so cute! Come to think of it, this room was on the ground floor, right? I want to go outside and explore the garden. I'm sorry, Mama. I'll stick to the area just outside the tower. She'll never know. Using a chair in the room as a stool, I climbed out of the window. Crash! Failed landing. Damn, that hurt. But I have to suck it up. If I cry, I'll be caught. Sure. I explored the garden with the birds as my guides. Many animals were in the garden. I saw a pottet, which is like a squirrel with droopy ears. To be fair, keep yourself safe can be abbreviated to mean something else, so can't be blamed on the cow. Maybe the birds just wanted to be pet. Yeah, they might just want to be pet. Oh, you hate the goofy pervert thing too? I watched another streamer encounter that so many times they were like, "Oh, but Void, they're funny." Nah, I can't get it. The goofy pervert is creepy to me. It's just 100% creepy. Each to their own. Some people do find it funny. Some people like me do not. Comedy is subjective like that, I suppose. Hydration. I learned the name of this animal from an illustrated encyclopedia. Yay! Yay! We agree on something void. Wonderful. And Rhea, which resembled a cougar, only much smaller. As soon as the animals noticed me, they approached without fear and let me pet them. I was petting and cuddling to my heart's content when they all turned and fled. Why did they run away? Someone coming? I looked around and searched for the cause of the animal's strange behavior and spotted an animal that was extremely rare in my original world. Oh my god, here it comes! A white tiger! A real-life white tiger. He's so much bigger than me, but who cares? Here comes some super rare large feline! My target is within sights. I want to touch him, cuddle him, love him, And I just can't stand here waiting! The white tiger noticed me. Perhaps he had been alerted to my freakishly excited aura when he crept towards me. Is it okay if I touch you? I think you're telling me to go for it. The white tiger was within reach when he stopped to smell me. Then he licked my face with his giant tongue. I threw my arms around his neck and hugged him with gleeful abandon. Do we have a picture? Yay! Picture! I too would like to snuggle the tiger. It is so... I mean, I know she's supposed to be like 1 year old, but like, oh my god, he's so big. Big. Big tiger. But that's basically the picture on the cover. Her mother just screamed because it's her daughter tiger. She probably will. I can't wait for a large, dangerous animal to cuddle with the MC, but it being misinterpreted and the animal killed in the pro. No! Probably maybe will happen, Lucas, but no! That's awful. Why would you say this? If not friendly, why friend-shaped? Actually, Bryony, if you were a mother, would you be freaking out about this? Yes! Any sane mother would. It's still a fucking tiger. And she doesn't know that she knows that, like, her daughter's friendly with animals, or the animals in their estate, but she doesn't know it works on everything. Not another Harambe. Not another Harambe. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. We can't. No. No, the tiger will be fine. Everything will be fine. And if something like that does happen, it's not going to happen in this free preview we're reading today. So you can just either buy the book yourself to find out, or never buy the book and just assume everything is fine. Does it work on humans? No. Her ability does not work on humans. That's the only thing it doesn't work on. So I'm assuming, they said there were elves and stuff in this universe, so I'm assuming it might work on elves as well, because he's specifically said not humans. Oh my god, this is amazing! I expected the tiger's fur to be rough, but it was silky and soft. I feel so nice. I took my time enjoying the sensation of the tiger's luxurious fur to my heart's content, and the tiger didn't mind at all. He patiently let me pet him. Once the tiger and I were acquainted, he told me he would show me around the garden. So I climbed on his back, and we went to walk together. Score? Wait a minute. Where are we? I don't recognize this area. Oh man, Mama's gonna give me an earful if she finds out. I need to get back before she notices I'm gone. Lars! What's on your back? Ah! Someone surprised me. Someone's here. I won't buy the book and assume the absolute worst happens. Happens in volume 9 when the Urabutcher takes over. Oh god. Not the Urabutcher. Anyone but the Urabutcher. Good lord. I looked in the direction of the voice and the voice had come from, and saw a shockingly handsome boy, who was definitely on par with my brother in the looks department. Don't worry, Lars. Don't worry. Lars is a gentle feline, he told me. But you should get down. It's dangerous up there. Oh, I don't wanna. I tried to resist, but I tried to resist, but was pried off the tiger's back. The handsome boy was holding me in his arms. I can tolerate it when it's my brother, but this is embarrassing. The most noticeable thing about this boy was his eyes. His eyes, which almost seemed to glow with inner light, were a delicate almond shape and the colour of amethysts. He sure was easy on the eyes. Ha! His hair was slightly wavy and seemed to fall perfectly without any effort. The indigo-coloured strands looked so soft and silky that I wanted to touch his hair and see if it was soft as it looked. Not only that, but his facial features were perfectly symmetrical. Looks like it's true what they say, that symmetry colorates to beauty. Imagine naming your tiger Lars. Would definitely write the poach from Tarzan into this book. No! Keep him out of here! As long as the MC doesn't get overly friendly with dubious magical creatures that just happen to know self-destruct, this should be a PG-13 read. Let's hope so. He was attractive just like my brother. I know, it's so weird. I get that she's coming from a persona where she doesn't feel like she's part of that family, but still. So weird to say. So weird to say. But now I'm even more embarrassed. No hug! I whined. Put me down! When I struggled and failed, the boy laughed. You demon. No! I fought to escape until the white tiger, apparently named Lars, came to my rescue. Thank you! The white tiger grabbed me by the scruff and gently placed me on the ground. Once my feet were on solid ground, I clung to the tiger, seeking comfort. The tiger stood protectively between me and the handsome boy. It's rare for him to let anyone other than me get close to him. Oh, so this boy's the white tiger's master. Hearty dad and attractive brother. Hey, question. I know they're reincarnated and all, but why is she having these thoughts? All these thoughts. But why is she having these thoughts about the dudes? Is she not allowed to appreciate pretty people? And she's also had these thoughts about her mum as well. And her mum and sister, to be fair. This isn't just dudes. Maybe because she's a raging bisexual. Complimenting your family looks once is okay, but twice is question. She's done it many times, and it's very strange. Just a raging bisexual in her past life and never got to do anything about it. So what are you doing here, kid? Where are your parents? Where is here anyway? I don't know my way around this place. Mama, she's walking. But she's a baby though. Yeah, but she also has the mind of a 27-year-old. Just because she looks like a baby doesn't mean like she is a baby. Reincarnated as a raging bisexual. Sounds like a fuck I'd write. Get on it, sounds great. I'll read it. Damn it, why is it so hard to speak properly? This demon, this sport of evil. His face is smiling, but I can see it in his eyes. He's laughing at me. What's your name? I'm Nefatima. Ope. Oh my god, I can't even pronounce my name right. I spent so much time practicing, I still can't say it. She's been a baby for 1 year. Mathematically, she's 28. True, mathematically, she is 28. Nah, I think everyone is just so hot that not mentioning their beauty is impossible. Yes. Yes, that's just the world she's been reincarnated into, evidently. Everyone's just real pretty compared to our world. Our world's just full of ugly ass people. Our relative Duke Oshfe? That's not how it was spelled before, was it? Come with me. Wait a minute, I have to get back. Mama's gonna be furious. What do I do? What do I not even say in this matter? I'm happy that Lars is letting me ride on his back again, but I don't want to go. The boy seems to be leading us deeper into the palace. Are we even allowed there? Before I knew it, we'd stopped in front of a closed door that in a ridiculously opulent room. 2 men who appeared to be guards were standing watch outside. This is kind of scary. The door opened on the other side of the room that appeared to be an office. The door on the other side of the god damn. Reincarnated into Finland. The door opened and on the other side was a room that appeared to be an office. The door was gaudy, but the interior of the room was normal. All that it contained was a desk and several bookshelves. Hold on. Is Lars even allowed indoors? Word reading can be difficult, yes. Well, I suppose someone would have stopped us by now if he wasn't. What is it, Will? Who is that child? An old man sitting at the desk asked. This handsome boy's name is Will. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Duke Oshfei. She seemed lost, so I brought her here. I wasn't lost. I could have found my way back if I wasn't abducted. Nima! Huh? Why is Papa here? She was playing with Lars alone in the garden, so I took it upon myself to help her find her way back. Huh? The older man and my father exclaimed at the same time. I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'll go to my father. Papa! I slipped off Lars's back and reached up toward my father for a hug. Nima! He cried, hugging me tightly. Papa, your face looks practically deformed when you rub it against me like that. There you go again, ruining your cool guy image. He has no cool guy image, Nima. I'm really sorry, sweetie. You need to accept that your dad is, in fact, a giant dog. What are you even doing here, darling? I don't even know where he is. I came with Mama. Was lonely, so Lars play with me. I responded with a whining smile. I was sure my kind papa couldn't be too angry with me. You were lonely, huh? Oh, I'm sorry, honey. You're so kind, Papa. I love you. Thank you very much, Your Highness. What did he just say? What did you just call this demon, Papa? I must have misheard. Dads will be dads. That includes being big softies for their daughters, no matter the situation. Yesh. You too, Nima. Say thank you to His Highness. Sending up the white flag, I surrender. Your Highness, that's like what you call a prince or something, right? No freaking way. His face may be nice, but his personality is terrible. He seems like a cliche stereotypical character in a novel or something like that. Hehehehe. Fourth wall, who cares? Thank you very much. I got my papa to put me down. I'd even curtsied properly as I said it. Let's call the terrible articulation charming and leave it like that, shall we? When I rose from my curtsy, the prince ruffled my hair affectionately. What a pain in the neck! No! I ran to my father and hid behind him. Fourth wall, fifth wall, sixth wall. Oh yay! Ayo, meta huma. Is this your youngest daughter? The man seated at the desk inquired. Now that I think about it, if my father, who's a duke, is here, and a prince is also here, then this guy's probably the king, right? That would make him my father's boss. Oh, I need to greet him properly, or it will reflect poorly on my papa. I'm Nefertima Osfe. I'm Twi-ish old. Alright, pronunciation was a bit off, but I managed to say my name correctly this time. What a clever girl. My name is Goldie Rustgorsh. I'm currently serving as king of this country. Thought so. He has the same easy on the eyes, amethyst eyes as the prince. Anyway, I'd better do what I can to make sure Papa stays in his favor. Nice to meet you, Mr. King. I said, with the most charming smile I could muster. I prefer cuddly animals, but the smile of a little kid is formidable as well, right? Okay, good. The king is smiling too. Papa's making that disgustingly sappy face again, though. Ugh, what am I gonna do with him? How dare he love me? How dare I have such a wonderful papa? Yo, check out this. Explode the fourth wall. How many walls do you need to break to reach my room? Too many, too many. Sixth wall may not be real, but fifth wall is, and everyone argues that breaking the fifth wall is. I have no idea what the fifth wall would be. I feel like we might get through this preview before the end of the stream, so maybe we can look that up and have a look at some of the arguments about the fifth wall once we finish the preview. I think that would be a good plan. Yeah. In the end, my father, mother, and I all returned home together. My mother scolded me very thoroughly. For some reason, my father was also a recipient of her wrath. Mama's scolding her like a sucker punch to the heart. Enough already, I can't take any more! Dee told me, I'm glad you made a new friend. Huh? She's talking about... Is Dee a lady? Dee's a lady. Dee's a lady. She's talking about Lars, right? Definitely not that demon prince. However, due to this incident, my parents finally noticed my unusual ability. I suppose it makes sense that they initially failed to notice something was up, just because animals tended to like me. Lars gave it away. Turns out his species of large felines was also incredibly rare in this world. My mother explained that Lars was a sky tiger, a type of holy beast. Apparently holy beasts didn't usually allow anyone to get close to them, other than the master with whom they'd formed a bond. According to my mother, holy beast was a general term for animals that could use elemental power. Sky tigers primarily controlled wind and lightning and could run through the sky. Oh, that's very cool. You could fly on the tiger! No more button game. Oh, that could be one. Oh, there is no game. That was a really cool one for fourth wall and meta stuff. I loved that. I loved watching it played. I haven't played it myself, but I watched... Who did I watch playing it? It was a Hololive girl. I'm pretty sure. No, it wasn't a Hololive girl. It was Dodger. I watched Dodger play it. And it was cool. Flying cats when... Breaking the fifth wall is falling through the stage. Breaking the sixth is Deus Ex Machina up through the ceiling, and breaking the seventh wall is dying and going to hell, and breaking the eighth is heaven. Break the eighth seal. In addition to sky tigers, earth tigers could manipulate Earth. Earth tigers were black. Additionally, golden lions, called day lions, could control the element of light, and silver lions, called night lions, can control the element of darkness. Even dragons existed in this world. They were called primordial dragons. It would have been impossible back home, but I guess this is par for the course in a fantasy world. And what is more stereotypical of a fantasy world than elemental power, right? The primary elements were fire, wind, water, and earth, and manifestations of them were called attributes. Let's take using magic to create flames, for example. Flames are a manifestation of fire, so that would make the spell an attribute of the element of fire. Magic users used their own personal magic to cast spells, but this world was also full of elemental power that originated from God. The practice of harnessing and using this power was called elementalism, but unfortunately this ability was lost long ago. So humans can't access elemental power. Bummer. Control the element of darkness. Not again! No, it's a lion this time at least. Speaking of being good with animals, one of the dogs my parents owned jumped in bed with me during a heavy thunderstorm, and it wouldn't stop moving around, so I literally thought it was bright to play sleep music from Five Nights at Candy's 3, and the dog just stopped moving around for 2 hours when the video ended. I guess it kind of worked. Well, I hardly have any magic to start with, so I suppose it doesn't affect me either way. There was one exception. Each continent had its own elemental kings. If things here work like any of the novels I've read, there shouldn't be just one all-powerful elemental king, but one for each of the elements. As Dillion had 3 continents, each with its own elemental king. And since there were 4 elements, each of the 3 continents should have 4 kings, for a total of 12. Furthermore, light and darkness were the domain of God alone, so there was no elemental power or magic that could manipulate them. This power was given only to the day lions and the night lions, so they were known as the messengers of God. Oh, and there was a place on each continent called the Elemental Palace, so you could meet the elemental kings if you were there. However, you had to be bonded with a holy beast to be loud inside. Hey Bryony, maybe you should play relaxing music to try put yours to sleep if a thunderstorm... Put yourself to sleep if a thunderstorm keeps you up at night. Nah, I can sleep through it. So good. Actually, I can't remember the last time a proper thunderstorm happened. At night. In the UK. Or at least where I live. Big storms, yes, definitely. I've had like banging of bins and things like that. But not actually... Not an actual thunderstorm. Day lion. Ah! Fighter up the night lion. Ah! Do you know where I know that song from? I know it's from Everything Sunny in Philadelphia. I know. But I saw it from a Madoka AMV and it's a great AMV. Nima, messages of God? Have you talked to God directly? God's a hack. I slapped him in the face and ran away. Then he made me a baby. That means that Demon Prince has probably met the Elemental Kings. Oh, I'm so jealous. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to meet them someday. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Oh, and Papa brought me a detailed book about holy beasts. He forbade me from playing with any more holy beasts in public in the future. If I disobeyed this order, he said he would get Mama to give me another terrifying scolding. Too bad I have no intention of heeding his warning! Must pet everything. Must pet everything. Made you a baby as punishment for slapping in the face. That's all I can assume. Let's go to school, Big Brother edition. Chapter 3. So we're nearly at the end of the preview. So we're going to have a bit of time left at the end of the stream again. But like I said, maybe we can look at things. Thanks for reminding me Always Sunny has been around longer than Madoka. Ah! Being a baby with an adult brain sounds like bliss. I don't know. I don't think I could stand the indignity of pooping my pants so much. Like, and then puking so much and not being able to move. Could you imagine the boredom of not being able to do literally anything and just flailing around? Nah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Chapter 3, Let's Go to School, Big Brother edition. Today I was going on an outing with Papa and Mama. There was going to be a class observation event at the school my older brother and sister attended. I wonder if the school has any rare animals as class pets. My brother and sister's school was a short distance from the royal palace. The first king of this country founded the Royal Academy, and every generation since, the reigning king filled the role of school principal. It was the only school in the country designated as a Royal Academy rather than a public or private school. Anyone who passed the entrance exam could attend the academy regardless of social standing, and if you graduated from the Royal Academy, you would be regarded as a member of the elite and receive preferential treatment wherever you went. Oh no. Sounds like a place where commoners are bullied. Bryony, it's only until you're able to walk. Then you'd be able to breeze through schools. I know, but it'd be... But then if you breeze through schools too much, everyone would think you're a genius and expect a bit too much of you. And then you'd be burnt out gifted kid round 2. Burnt out former gifted kid. Like the average private school. Yeah! There were various specialization tracks, including knight, magic user, beast knight, maid, government official, etc. Most graduates worked at the royal palace, or at the estates of one of the noble families that governed each territory. Those who worked at the royal palace were classified as national government officials, whereas those who worked in the territories were regional government officials. I guess play dumb so you can learn even more. Yeah, I guess. I'd probably work on learning some languages while I was young, I think, if I had another chance. Because you pick up languages so much easier when you're younger. Like, I learned there was a French club in, like, my infant school. And I remember more from that French club than I do from the years of French I did in high school. And it's terrible. I would love to use that time to pick up more languages while my brain is more spongy to those things. There are maids on this fantasy world? Yeah, probably. The doors of the Royal Academy were open to any worthy individual, regardless of social status, but one specialization track was only open to children of noble families, the elite officer class. My brother and sister were both members of the elite officer class. I'm starting to sound sickeningly proud, like my papa. I used to speak Italian and forgot it all when I started going to school. You pick up languages easier when you're younger, but that's when your brain is also young, and your brain isn't young anymore. Oh, that's a good point, Lucas. Oh, the cheat doesn't work. I would have more time on my hands, though. So I'd have more time to put effort into learning, at least. So, I mean, that might balance it out. Does anyone even want to be a maid? I mean, being a maid doesn't sound awful. As long as you're not treated like shit. In a world where if you get room and board and stuff, being a maid in a lot of these fantasy worlds, so I mean, it's not the worst job you could probably have. I want to be a house husband in a maid outfit. That is a good way. It's a good target. I like that dream. I like it. Today, my brother's lesson would take place in the schoolyard. When we arrive, seating was set up for the visiting parents. Special seating was arranged for noble families, and the seating differed depending on rank of the family. The seating prepared for our family was a fluffy sofa, complete with tea set. Furthermore, a senior student from the maid class was waiting to serve us. Don't you think the sofa in the middle of the schoolyard is just overdoing it a bit? But my mother and father didn't find these arrangements unusual. They ordered their tea as if this was perfectly normal. Fine, when in Rome, become a Roman. I'll play along. Want to be a maid? They have entire restaurants just for that. They do! That must be a hard job, those maid cafes, because you have to be so happy! Yeah! All the time. Oh my god, it would be so hard. I sat on the sofa with a sigh. I mean, Bryony, would you be a maid at all? I don't know if I'd be a very good maid. I'm kind of lazy and I'm not very fit. You need to be fit to be a maid, because, I mean, cleaning is something not to be underestimated when it comes to physical exertion. Sofa in the schoolyard will get wet from rain. It would. I'm sorry. An emo maid. Oh, there's definitely people probably into that. Maids in maid cafes smile all the time, but their eyes are dead. They'd be like, I have been at this job for several hours, master. Please go home. I do not want to play any more games. Please go home. I've never been to one. When I went to Japan, I kind of wanted to go to one, but like, when I saw the maids out there, like, trying to get you in and things like that, it's just, it looked so awkward. Awkward. Maids are fit, so that's why we have maids with six-packs. My, cute! Exactly, yes. you imagine doing that hundreds of times a day? Tired maids, all the better to give head pats and praise. Yes, they deserve it. They deserve it. They're doing a hard job. Being the character for so long, can you imagine doing that for a whole ass work shift? I am a cute tomato for a whole ass work shift. I mean, I got tired of doing it for like 2 hours, let alone a bloody whole shift. I sat on the sofa sighing, sipping a cup of delicious tea. I casually turned to examine the rest of the schoolyard, and was shocked. An incredible diorama was set up in the middle of the schoolyard. According to Papa, several teachers had worked together to construct it using magic. There was a mountain and a river that looked like they'd been copied and pasted from real-life locations. On the far side of a stretch of flat ground lay a rocky area. Compared to the real thing, the mountain must have been 1 to 100 scale, but even so, the mountain's peak was level with the roof of the 5-story building. They're going to use this in their lesson? Oh, I'm so jealous. I want to play on it too. And that is the end of the preview, so we're actually at the end there, unfortunately. Can't go to a maid cafe after watching Akiba Maid. Or the cafe maids from Higurashi, it'd be like, boss, please, I've been violated 10 times, I want to go home. I imagine there's some like that, yeah, too, and yeah, bleh. You did the maid voice for hours? I didn't do the maid voice for hours, I say I played a character for hours. We played a Nullilok, a certain witch I played for a few hours, and that was quite tiring. But unfortunately, that is the end of the preview, everyone. That is the end of the preview. We have about 35, half an hour, the minutes of stream left, so we can just chat for a bit if we want. Just chat, or we can figure out something to do. What would I rather? What would I rather, Lucas? Out of what? Out of what? What would I rather do? Is it rather be a maid? No more animal petting. No, I'm sorry. That's all we've got of the animal petting. That's all I can legally read to you. Now look up what the 5th wall is. That's true. We did say we'd do that. Let me just get a browser open. And get it out the way so I can see you guys. What is the 5th wall? Breaking the 5th wall, grammar how? Bryony, would you rather drink coffee or be a terrible maid for a day? Last time we did thing but consequence. Now we do thing 1 or thing 2. Are we talking like maid that cleans or maid that cafes? Because those are very two different maids. It was a nice start, but I just didn't think it would turn out like this. Yeah, it's a nice soft one. I haven't heard anything like really that stressful happening in this book. From what I've heard, it's a nice one where you, if you just want fluffy things, you just want to kind of like disconnect and read soft things. It will have physical soft things. If anything, this kind of makes me feel the same way. Do you know when you like watch an anime with cooking or read really good food descriptions, but you just get jealous of it? That's what this makes me feel. Maid that grinds a video game for you the whole day while you do other things. That is a very strange type of maid. I would... For a day? I could do that for a day. Easy. We could do that for a day over a coffee I hate. Would you rather kiss your BF or hug your BF? Oof. Why can't I do both? Both. Yes. But if I had to pick one, I do prefer a hug. Really. I like to be enveloped and squeezed. Oh, speaking of Britain, I watched a fantastic British horror film yesterday called Stop Motion. It was great. Oh, it sounds cool. I have not seen it. Sounds interesting. Breaking the fifth wall is an expression that refers to characters in fiction having an elevated sense of self in a way that connects to the real world in which you're experiencing the fiction itself. It's an extension phrase of breaking the fourth wall. Huggies are best. Huggies are great. I like a kiss, but I do prefer a huggy wuggy. I like to be hugged, but being touched scares me. I kind of get that. It needs to be someone I trust and know before like a huggy wuggy. And then sometimes there's days where like I don't want huggy wuggy, even if I really trust the person and things. Just sometimes it's like, don't touch me. I do not want physical touch right now. Physical touch will make my skin crawl right now. Please don't. I think there was a Would You Rather game Lucas wanted to play. I don't know. Is there an online one like the other one? Would you rather? Yes. Squeezed by being hugged. Apparently there is a little Would You Rather game online called wouldyourrather.io. We could play that. Would you rather like this stream or subscribe to the channel? I would rather subscribe to my channel because then I see a number go up and it makes me happy. Subscribe and like. Look, I found one. Do I trust you? I don't know you physically. I think I would have to. No, not much. To be honest, I don't know who you are. You're an anime girl to me, because that is the only image I have of you. I have no idea what you look like. I would rather subscribe. Then she gets out of subscriber limbo. Okay, thank you for coming, Red Candy Guy. I appreciate. Subscribe or just sub. I'd like to be ta-da! I feel like that would be anime void confirmed. That's the thing with that's the weirdest thing about internet to me is I have no idea what anyone in here looks like. So you're just your avatars as far as I'm concerned. Like Chase your avatar for Minecraft is this strange faceless thing that looks a little bit scary. That's what you look like to me. In my head, if I imagine you. Lucas always has a pumpkin thing. Lucas is a jack-o'-lantern as far as I'm concerned. Normal size phantom, you seem to be some kind of monkey or werewolf going by your logo. Your avatar, so that's what you guys are to me. I look exactly like my avatar because I'm Italian and hairy. Perfect, there we go. I have a good image of what you're like. Imagine a really attractive, tall, hot man who is totally fit. Okay. That's why I change mine constantly to keep you guys. Yeah, you had like a cute one before. Now you've got like a Disney drama island-esque thing. So my avatar is Ajumu Najimi from my Google box. Just look up Ajumu Najimi for later. I see. That is the only reference I have for people. So that's who you are. That is who you are. Would I rather work a 9-to-5 job I hate? I tried that. Work a 7 to 6 job I love. That's basically what I'm doing. Work 7 to 6. I'll do that. I'll do extra hours, but do what I want. That is great. Jake looks like Danny Phantom character. Yes, he does! That's what I'm thinking of. Danny Phantom. Time to swap mine to the exact background color of YouTube chat. YouTube chat. Then you will be invisible. The invisible chase. I'm the invisible chase. Yeah! I'm the invisible chase. Yeah! I'm a jack-o'-lantern decoration in your room during Halloween that watches you while you sleep. Great! Thanks! My avatar is from American Werewolf in London, so it's very appropriate for the stream. Oh yeah! It is a fluffy boy! It's supposed to be Johnny 13 from Danny Phantom. But looks like me right now. I see. Would I rather kill someone but have no one know? Or don't kill anyone but have everyone think you did? That means I go to jail, right? And if I get to pick someone who's an arse, can I like... it doesn't say who I have to kill. I could kill someone who's nasty and the world would be better off without. Yeah, definitely left. I'm not going down for like something that I didn't do just because I don't want to murder anyone. Not above this. I work from 9:30 to 5 p.m. I hate it, but I need the money, so I have no other way to earn money and kind of stuff. No, that's poop, boy. That's poop. Me trying Halloween. Nope. No, Lucas, no. I mean, the person's a jerk. Yeah, exactly. You just pick someone who deserves it. It's all good. Either always be aroused and never feel aroused at all. That is awful. Why is this a thing? Where's the skip button? I'd rather be asexual. That's true. Being aroused all the time would be absolutely... It'd be irritating more than anything, I think. The frustration, bro. Nah. You're right. Being asexual would be a thing. Some people really don't want to give up sex. That's fair. F5 key. That's true, F5 key. I'm so sick. I am asexual, so can't confirm. I do the first option. I choose Duke Nuno from Trails. So, Chosen the Sky, so I choose option 1. Drink a shot of hot sauce or drink a shot of soy sauce. Like what hot sauce? Because some hot sauces are really nice. Whereas soy sauce is just salty. Salty as heck. Like, if I had a huge glass of water or a huge glass of milk... And it doesn't say if that hot sauce has to be hot. We could do mild hot sauce. It still counts as hot sauce. You've done both. Which one was worse, normal size Phantom? Which one was worse? Can I do both? Can I take a shot of mild peri-peri? Lemon and herb peri-peri, please. That would be great. The soy sauce was the better one. Well, the soy sauce was worse. Okay, we're doing the hot sauce then. On normal size Phantom's recommendation, we're gonna do the hot sauce. 50-50? Oh, that's interesting. Oh no! I can't do this. No. No, I can't answer this question. I love my mom and my dad. They're both great. And no. This is where we're going to use the magical F5 button. It didn't work. Ah! We can't get... No! I broke it. Your parents watching the VOD? No! Luckily, they don't watch these VODs. Is that, please give me, please. No, we can't. I can't make this decision. I can't. No. You'd save your mum because she's better. I literally cannot. I cannot. No. Coin flip. Yeah, we'll let the dice decide. Okay, I have a d20 in my hands right now. Oh, actually, no. You know what's even better? You know what's even better than a coin flip or a dice? If you guys decide for me, who would you save? Oh, one for Mom. Democracy! Democracy for my parents! Each parent gets a roll against a DC 50. Oh, most people prefer their mum. That's what I'm getting here. Yep, mostly mum. You're mostly mummy's boys, I understand. Mummy's boys and girls. I have to click something on here. I've tried refreshing, but it won't give me another option, so I need to click something, and I'm going to feel guilty either way. So if I make you guys make a decision for me, then I can say it was your decision, and I don't have to feel guilty anymore. Sure. You're going home and ending both. Okay, we're saving Mum then. We're saving Mum. We're saving Mumsies. Alright, Mum. Mum's getting saved. Sorry, Dad. The chat has voted. Most people want to save their mum. Be single for life. Have a partner that acts like a child. I do not even need to think about this one. I would much rather be single. 50-50! Come on! 50% of the world has no standards! Oh my god. Self-respect. Have cats, have dogs. Have a platonic partner. It'll be fine. God. Well, Mum did birth me, so yeah, that's a good point. I'm with a partner that acts like a child. In a fun way, it's fine. But, like, and to a degree, it's fine. Because I act very childish. I'll give it that. I'm an annoyance to my other half sometimes, but... Why is Bryony acting like a child? I don't act like a child. I am an adult. But no. Just more in a serious relationship. I couldn't act like someone who needs me to act like their mother. That's the line I draw. I mean, you are a VTuber. Shush you. I am immature, yes. But I will still do the washing. And I will still look after the house. And I will still do my adult responsibilities. Brian, you need a light to go to sleep though. No, I don't. Who told you that? Brian, you plays house for. Live alone on a secluded island, live in an overpopulated city. I don't want to live alone. I don't want to live alone. Overpopulated city. I could live in Tokyo. That would be great. Yeah, I don't like people, but you can feel really alone in an overpopulated city real fast. But I thought you were afraid of the dark. I don't like the dark, but that doesn't mean I sleep with the nightlight. It's usually, like, fairly bright outside, and then my other half tends to have YouTube on and things like that as well, so, like, it's fine. It's usually not that dark. Does the island have Wi-Fi? It doesn't specify. It says it's secluded, but it doesn't say it doesn't have Wi-Fi, so you can assume it has Wi-Fi. So maybe it is a viable option. Have to have your back cracked by a chiropractor. Have your mind explored by a psychic to uncover your deepest thoughts and emotions. That sounds too much like therapy. I'd rather have a psychic solve my trauma. Nah. I don't want anyone in my brain thinking about my... No. Get a chiropractor in. I don't really need my back cracked. But I had some therapy. I don't need any more therapy. We're good. Left, only left. Some things must stay hidden. Cure cancer, cure world hunger. I'd rather not be touched by a chiropractor. I might enjoy it too much that I'd rather have that type of therapy. That's a very strange thing. Yeah, for me it's world hunger too. Because, like, we can work on the cancer one, but we really need to work on this world hunger thing. Because we have so much food and we just don't fucking share it. But yeah, I'm with you on that one, Lucas. That's a first world thing. That's a first world problem there. I'm not saying that cancer isn't a problem. And that isn't an issue. But I feel like we're having more issues with food. Or at the very least, we'd save more lives with fixing world hunger than cancer. Would you rather have an extra finger or an extra toe? But then I'd have to get new gloves. At least with socks, I'd already just be able to put it on. I have quite thin feet, you see. So I don't think an extra toe would actually bother me too much for shoe sizes, because I have skinny feet. So if anything, it would make the shoes fit better. But I like my fingerless gloves. I'd have to, like, add an extra finger to my fingerless gloves. It would be shit. How am I supposed to... And could you imagine... But then again, I would be the 11-fingered VTuber. And I could make sure that's on all my things. And when I have, like, hand cams, it'd be like, hey, look at my extra finger. And it would freak a lot of people out, but it would also make me stand out. So that's the thing to think about. World hunger, they're literally just holding the cure for cancer. Like, was one guy curing kids with cancer down in Texas without that chemo shit. But they stole the stuff from him. I don't know whether that's real. Small foot privilege. I'd be able to spin my pen, so freaking cool. I can kind of do that anyway. My mum used to be a baton twirler back in the day. So she taught me how to spin stuff. I can't do it as well as she can. Yeah. I think I'd rather go with the extra toe, personally. I want the extra finger. Most people want the extra finger, though, so you're on the popular side of the opinion. I mean, pterodactyl is a real thing. Some people have pressed this button without choice. Just don't show it off for free. Act on Broadway or act in TV and movies? I think I would definitely rather act in TV and movies. I used to be in, like, the drama club and stuff, so I've done, like, stage production stuff in high school. And I had a lot of fun. But it's a lot of lines, and I'm really forgetful, and there's no retries, there's no takes on Broadway. Could be in EastEnders, I could. Nah, I'm not. They're Londoners, they are, in EastEnders. They're Londoners. Londoners, they are. I would be in... Oh, what was it? Hollyoaks. They're a bit more northern, they are, so I think they'd be a bit closer to me. Aren't you already doing an act as a VTuber? I mean, this is barely an act. This is a slightly more positive version of what I'm normally like anyway. But that's about it. But definitely TV and movies. Up north, indeed! Up north. So most people want TV and movies, probably for similar reasons. Live in a world without the internet. Oh my god. Oh my, I don't know. Oh my giddy aunt. This is a question. See, if I lived in a world without the internet, I don't know where I would be in my life. Obviously my life right now revolves around the internet. And when I had my other job, like, as a software developer, my life still revolved around the internet. We would end up in our Mad Max apocalypse if we had no internet. I don't even know what life would look like without it right now. Live in a world without music and then invent music. The internet is too much for me. Internet need that music. I know, and I need music. Music is a lot, but I need the internet to survive. I'm sorry, music. I love you. I feel like a lot. No, it's pretty split. Pretty split on that one. Would you rather drink hot drinks in summer or cold drinks in winter? Hot drinks in summer. Do you think I don't drink tea in summer? I drink tea in summer. Nothing bothers me with that. Really? 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 Where are all my tea drinkers here? You can do both. You can do both. You're pretty sure you do this? Exactly. I still drink hot tea in summer. Like, you can't stop me. There's no... The weather will not stop me from having a hot cup of tea in the summer. It is not the way. Not the way. Have someone die when you touch them. Have someone die when you make eye contact with them. I feel like I would rather have someone die when I make eye contact with them, because one, I hate making eye contact with people anyway. Two, you can always blindfold yourself and just kind of live your life as a blind person, really. Just be Satoru Gojo. I like drinking hot chocolate in summer and eating ice cream in winter. You are a mad lad, Lucas. Absolutely mad lad. Touch, I would kill the world. But it's only when you make eye contact with them. Like, if you're looking at their mouth, or their chest, or neck, or anything, that's not eye contact. And that tends to be how I get through my life. But no, eye contact. I need hugs too much to not want things. I can live like a blind person when I go out. It's fine. Would I rather fart in public or burp in public? Burp. Definitely burp. Also, though, it's not saying if it has to be loud, because if that's the case, then I'm alright with a fart, really. But if you just drop one and run and no one notices, it's fine. It's fine. Midna's touch, but without the goal. The death touch. But burping in public's also fine. If you make it a bit of a bell turn, depending on the people you're around, and people are going to be proud of you rather than disgusted with you. Just go, brrr, and it'll be fine. But yeah, burp. I think I'd rather burp. I'll be interested. Yeah, only a quarter of the people would rather burp in public. We have a majority on that one. Listen to music from the 80s and 90s. Listen to music from the 10s and 20s. 10s and 20s. I wasn't... 80s and 90s has got some cool stuff, but I'm not really... I only grew up in the 90s, so I'm more familiar with 10s and 20s. But Bryony, if someone is following you around, ripping one out will make them pass out. So you can get away. Easy 80s and 90s. Second, I only listen to Eve. Exactly! We'd miss out. I like a lot of the stuff I listen to is like anime openings and stuff that's more recent, so... Hell, go back to the 70s and 60s. Yeah. Screw you all. 10s and 20s. Yay! We're cool and popular! Would I rather see the future or change the past? Both kind of suck. Because I feel like changing the past is one of those things where it will have really big unintended consequences. And I will be horrifically paranoid of said unintended consequences and not really want to change anything. And seeing the future, now that'll just make me anxious as shit. Because I'll see what's going to happen. And if it is the worst case scenario, that's going to be awful. Don't change the past. That's the... I know. Oh, God. Butterfly effect. I watched that at a really bad time in my life. And there was the bathtub scene. And I just did not need to see that at that time in my life. And it was awful! Might turn into Ashton Kutcher. I'd rather change the past into what I want. No, change the past because it's never going to be possible in the future. I don't want to change anything about my past though. I feel like I'm kind of happy where I've ended up. See future lottery numbers. Jake's got it. Jake, that's what I need. That's what we need. I see the future just so I can see lottery numbers. The rest I don't care about. I just need to know when to put in that lottery ticket and what numbers to pick. And then I'm good. We're good. Only speak in Morse code or only speak in binary? Good lord, that you would take so long to communicate anything. However, it is only speak. Solve the problem by never speaking. Exactly. I would basically live my life as a mute and write stuff down. I think I would prefer Morse code, though. Yeah, binary takes a very long time. I'd rather change the past of others so I can play some mischievous jokes on them, but that's not... That's mean. Why would you do that? I'd rather speak in Morse code than binary. Yeah. Binary just takes far too long. Yeah, most people have the same plan. Drink orange juice for the rest of your life, or drink apple juice for the rest of your life. Oh no, this is actually kind of tricky. Both are good in their own separate ways. I would definitely get sick of both very fast. That's the problem. I think I'm on the orange juice side as well, you know. Need the zest, that bit of sourness that comes from a bit of citrus, you know? Probably a bit better for you. I like both, but it depends on the brand. It doesn't specify brand, to be fair. So maybe you could swap the brands, and at least with... You're an apple juice fiend. At least if you swapped the brands out, and then with apple juice, you can have it bitty sometimes, you can have it not bitty some other times. And yeah. Yeah, I think orange juice. Orange juice is the way. Let's see what's more popular. Oh, apple juice is more popular. True, it didn't say you couldn't mix it with other things. So theoretically, you could drink things with orange and apple juice in. You can fly, but only in the cardinal directions. Cannot go up or down. 15 feet above the ground. You can teleport, but only within a 1.6 kilometer range, a mile radius. Teleport. Assuming we don't go with, like, we don't have the side effects of I accidentally teleport into a wall or I teleport to the ground, blah, 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 blah. I would like to teleport. Because then, it's fine. I can just teleport a mile. That's like, I could teleport to work, basically. I don't think... Is work that close to my house? I don't know. It would be maybe 2 teleports, but, you know, poof, poof, done. I'm there. Teleport, 100%. Teleport. Flying would be great. But not if I can't fly into the sky. Like, what's the fucking point if you can't fly up? Flying upward is only good for double jump. Teleport repeatedly. Exactly! If you can teleport repeatedly, then you're basically flying anyway. Be short but buff, or be tall but skinny. I want to be buff. I want to be buff. Can I be buff? I would like to be small, angry, and buff. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, so buff. I'm definitely small, but buff. I would like to be small and buff, please. Supermodel bodies for suckers. I want to punch people in the face. Wait, no, I can't reach the face. Punch them in the dick. Little Mac or Slender Man. Be a doctor or be a lawyer. Has anyone watched those TikToks of that lady who, like, reads out court scripts? And the absolute madness that happens in them. I would like to be a lawyer so that I could see that in real life. doctor because I want to stay human. If anything, I don't want to be a doctor because I don't like seeing. Again, both of them as you'd be seeing people suffer. Really. At least as a lawyer, I'd make more money and have better hours. So I'm gonna go for the lawyer. Then I'll just quit once I've got enough money. It's fine. Never experience romantic love at all. Discover your true love, but be unable to have them. That's so sad. I love trolling people with diagnosis for or just be ace. Yeah. Honestly, I suppose this actually wouldn't be that bad. If you never experience a romantic love, then you're not missing it. You're not missing out on anything. Just, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't, it sounds sad to me because I experience it and it would be taken away. But if you don't experience it at all, then whoopsie doodle, what's the, not missing out on anything really. That's your life. That's how you go. That's how you roll. So I guess, yeah, I'd rather that because, like I said, you wouldn't. It's not a loss if you never experience it, whereas this is a loss. If you love someone, you lose them. It's awful. No, so we do that. We do this. We joined the ace ranks in that position. Play a small part in a good movie. Play the main part in a terrible movie. I think I'd rather play a small part in a good movie. Because I know what the internet's like. But then again, it depends on your definite... Because I like terrible movies. I went to watch Madam Web recently. And everyone said that movie was a dumpster fire. And it kinda was, but I enjoyed it. Can you be... Yeah, exactly, Morbius and stuff like that. Like, the memeability of terrible movies is, you know what, kind of very powerful. So if I'm going for the peak of fame here, we're going to be playing the main character in a terrible movie. And 19% of people are on it. 81% are dumbasses. If you're going to act in something, be big. Be big or go home. Brian Rose Smith, the movie, a YouTube movie revolving around you, is a long, long way away. That would be a bad movie. Terrible movies are the best kind of movies. I pick bad movies as long as I have legacy, like Tom Wiseau. I want to be in a Bill Redmayne movie. I also want Bill Redmayne. Want Bill Redmayne movies to make more movies. That's fair. I think we have made it to the end of the stream. Thank you everyone for coming. This has been a really fun stream. Thank you everyone for coming, and I hope you have enjoyed the preview of Fluffy Paradise and a little bit of Would You Rather and chatting at the end. That was really fun. Thank you for coming. Thank you everyone in the chat. Thank you everyone who lurked, and thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. I highly appreciate everyone coming. If you have not already, what I'd also appreciate if you could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I'd also appreciate it if you could check out all the wonderful links in the description. One is to Fluffy Paradise itself, so if you are curious, you can keep reading. There's a link to the Amazon in the description. There's also a link to my merch. There's also a link to Discord and Patreon and Kofi. Am I missing anything? I think that's it. When's the next stream? The next stream, I am quite busy next week, so there will be a few less streams, unfortunately. But the next stream will be on Tuesday. It will be my evening Library of Ruina stream on Tuesday, so keep an eye out for that. I will have the schedule up for next week very soon, so keep an eye out for that on the community page and in the Discord. Other than that, thank you so much for coming, everyone. Once more, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Bryony Rose Smith, live in the Vin Library. Goodbye.